You know, 'cause sometimes I have these talks in my head. Sometimes I think the only reason people aren't atheists is because not enough people are talking about it. And I don't know. I always get the sense that then we should get better at convincing people to be atheists. Um, but then again, I've been having this trouble with the idea of having a script and thinking about ways that we can convince people and everybody in debates to win, and that idea. And then I'll tell you that when I was religious, I was kind of living in this bubble where everybody believes in something, and I got really worried about people who believed in the wrong religion, and I was like, but not everybody's, almost nobody's an atheist, and I kind of really didn't even think about the word. I learned about the word atheist when I asked, and I was 13. And then before that, I was like, well, we all believe in God, right? And then when I was little, I used to think we all believed in the same God. But now I guess I'm living in this bubble where the solution is not to have the right script to convince. I just would feel like a total jerk if I had the right strategy to win an argument. I just want to tell people, be sincere, but having a tactic is something that I've been having a real problem with. And some people would say, well, people are just stupid. Most people are dumb, and the religion is dumb, so therefore most people are going to believe in it. And I just think what made me want to be an atheist. Maybe I should just talk about the year before I went to atheism, non-belief completely. It was just me being completely curious and listening to a bunch of non-believers. The thing is that George Carlin didn't call himself an atheist, at least not according to a Larry King interview. He didn't like the word atheist, so But anyways, he didn't believe in religion. And I got really obsessed with George Carlin that year. And then some other people who talked about atheism, but mainly George Carlin. And it was like a guilty pleasure. Then a little before that, I guess I should say, it was Marilyn Manson and some other people who were crazy, known for being crazy and stuff, and obviously crazy. So I usually used to see it as a guilty pleasure, and me being a merciful Christian, Catholic, and listening and caring for the poor lost people, who don't believe. And I used to think that atheism was just a way to, they're just justifying their sin. I mean, we all want to sin, I want to sin, but I don't because I'm religious. The only reason I resist sex is because I'm religious, and it's a sin. And these people who don't, well, of course it's natural, but it's a sin. So, oh, how much I regret that one. And then getting back to the thing where I just don't like to persuade people anymore. The idea of in teaching people how to just be mean and have strong. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not against being angry or outspoken, or sometimes even not caring about the other people's, sparing their feelings. Sometimes I don't care even about that in an argument. But and I'm also not for the people who say I just don't debate because people are too dumb to debate with them. I'm also not for that. So just like I don't have a script for this video, and that's why my videos are bad, and that's why I guess I'm living in this bubble where people don't need the scripts. And then again, I used to listen to a bunch of atheist arguments, and felt a little bad. And then I was like, well, I don't think that way. They do. And they're free thinkers. I used to not say they're free thinkers, but they have a mind of their own. And my mind is dictated by what I believe about religion and what people around in church tell me. But okay, I don't know. Can we just tell the truth as we see it and not persuade people? Can we just speak out, but not have to, change up or think too much, not make it so premeditated? Like I said, I'm kind of a premeditated guy. I'm kind of a guy who plans things. Usually, when I feel very strongly about something, I do strategize or change up the things, like convince people. But lately, that's been fading away. You wanna persuade people about this. Now you don't, but you still feel very strongly about it. So I've been prioritizing, and I have a feeling that I'm just not gonna want to persuade, or not even persuade, but have something good to say. I'm like, now I'm just like, I have what I say sounds very stupid and very uninformed, and I'm certainly not informed in many senses. But I'm like, that's okay. Just tell the truth as you see it. You have stuff in your mind. But some people believe we should get the right wording in there, and I've been sort of having, I guess, humility. What is it? I don't know. Not being so pessimistic about people, because I really do think they want to learn. And in fact, when you bring up religion, that's when people just all of a sudden become really, really irrational. But everything else, they do quite fine and act as if there were no God. Maybe that's why I don't think we should just persuade people. Or sometimes I feel that it doesn't matter if people believe there's no God, because people just act as if there were no God, or if there is. Just like I did when I was religious. I used to act, but there's a God. And some very regrettable things that, ideas, by the way, just in my head, but some stuff that I feel like a jerk about. Religion is first, people are second, or people I care about. Part of why I'm an atheist is because I didn't want to justify those beliefs anymore. I used to justify those all the time, and I just feel too bad about those ideas. That basically the answer was yes, religion's first, no blasphemy, and but I never told anybody, because there was this shame in the back of my head about these things. So anyways, I thought it was going to be a 2-minute video, and all of a sudden it's 8 minutes. I guess I have to make long videos. Okay, see you in the next video.